Live from Dodger Stadium, we've got Father's Day baseball. It's the San Francisco Giants taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers.
And now, please welcome your
first pitch coming at you right after the break.
Los Angeles Dodgers.
So, almost ready to get underway. Our starting pitcher in this one, Dustin May. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
The pitch. In the air, left field, down the line. One away. Here's the Giants lineup. This team can really pile up the runs, Chris. They're among the top teams in scoring this year.
Yeah, and when you can get a lead and be out in front, it really changes what that opposing manager can do with the bullpen. And on top of that, it helps your own pitching staff. It gives them more margin for error. So instead of pitchers squeezing the ball, trying to throw darts and be perfect, they can relax, let the ball come out of their hands, and pitch effectively. So that offense and the ability to score runs also helps the pitching and the defense.
Betts whips it to first, and they get Adames for the out.
Batting third, left fielder, Elliot Ramos.
Here's Elliot Ramos. Fastball for a strike. It's 2-2.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Two outs. On the ground to the left. Throws to first. That's the third out. Giants go down quietly. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at Dodger Stadium. And today's starter, Kyle Harrison.
Well, what quickly stands out to me for this guy is that he comes in with a 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio on the season. So when you consider consistency, the ability to get swings and misses, and to limit base runners, that's critical in winning games today, especially when teams are depending on the big swing, the home run, to win ball games.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Next pitch, not close, up high.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And there's one down.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Here's Mookie to hit. Turns and fires to Betts. And there's a foul ball. 1 out, base is empty. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Another 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Fastball is outside. 2 outs, base is empty. Next offering is fouled back.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
What a stop. Gathers and throws, and very nicely done for the out. Dodgers are turned away their first time around. Inning number 2 from LA coming up on the show. 0-0. Back here at Chavez Ravine. And now the first baseman, Dominic Smith. Drilled out towards left center field. Pajes gets under it, and there's one away.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Wilmer Flores.
And now it's Wilmer Flores. One down, base is empty. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, that's that slope right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Big Red picks up the K.
Well, that high four-seam fastball has become such a great pitch for pitchers to finish hitters off. They're trying to stay back with 2 strikes, make sure that they can handle something off speed, and just with good spin rate, good rotation through the zone, elevate it a little bit, get a lot of swings and misses, and that's a really nice job right there.
And now Casey Schmidt, and that misses, and that's ball 2. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Pajes under it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the second. Here come the Dodgers. No score. And here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Very humble guy, and you know, on the field, off the field, and he goes about his at-bats in that way, Boog. He's just trying to stay with the plan, and that plan is hit the ball to left center field, drive the ball that way, and let it travel.
Yep. Yastrzemski makes the play, and there's one down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
And up next for Los Angeles, Andy Pajes. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Tommy Edman at the plate. And that drops in for a strike. Two down, nobody on. And he grounds one to the right side. Smith. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. No runs, no hits, no errors. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. No score. Back here in LA, new inning getting started. Now it's the right fielder, Mike Yastrzemski. Two one now. And he takes a strike. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Andrew Kisner.
Here's Andrew Kisner. Fouled off down the right side. And Big Red gets his second strikeout of the game.
Batting ninth, second baseman.
And up next for San Francisco, Tyler Fitzgerald. Next offering way off the plate. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Good looking fastball right there. Surprised he didn't take a rip at that. I think he got locked up a little bit.
That one ripped. Going back on this one. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Home half of the third coming up. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Kike Hernandez.
Left fielder, Kike Hernandez.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for two. And it's a double. Their first hit in this one.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. Here comes the throw. It's off the mark, and he scores. On the board first, it's 1-0.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. No outs, runner at first. And here is Miguel Rojas. On the ground, and foul ball.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
In the dirt. Smith aboard here at first with nobody out. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. On the ground, could be two. One at second. On to Smith. Two.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. And that's in for a strike. And the count 1-2. Next offering misses down and away.
2-2 the count.
On the ground, right side. Throws to first in time. That is the inning. And now the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. His home and away splits there. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field, and that puts the tying run on base.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Willie Adames stands in. May fires, and that one is lifted in the air. Tracks it down for the out. One away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Elliot Ramos, the next Giant to hit. And a swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
With that kind of velocity and elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Now it's Dominic Smith. On the ground, right side, and it's just foul. That was close. In the air, right field. Hernandez settles underneath it. Squeezes it. And that's the 3rd out. One left for San Francisco. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Welcome back, and they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of the 4th. Tristan Beck.
Now pitching for
just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now it's Mookie Betts.
Leading off for the Dodgers.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success
Betts.
against him.
The shortstop takes the ball. Action in the pen down there. Spencer Bivens getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Now it's 3-2.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Mookie Betts down on strikes.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
And that one fouled off. One down, base is empty. Hit hard on the ground is short. And Hernandez is out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
2 outs, base is empty. So now it's Freddie Freeman. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swung on, belted. That's back there. That's not coming back. He nails one out to right. Home run number 10 on the year. It's 2-0.
Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Base is empty with 2 away. And next for L.A., Andy Pajes. Here's a 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And that is that. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And it's 2-zip Dodgers. Back after this on the show. We go to the top of the 5th, and digging in for San Francisco, Wilmer Flores. Next pitch misses. 2-1.
Well, these Giants just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just 1 base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
May comes set. And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there. Just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel. Make sure you recognize it. Try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
And up next for the Giants, Casey Schmidt. 1 down, base is empty. In the air, right side. That gets down for a hit.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
So a man at first. Next to hit, Mike Yastrzemski. Tying run at the plate. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
May delivers. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Swing and a ground ball down the line, and it's foul. That one is absolutely belted. And it's a 1-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Safe. And a 2-1 ball game now. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Dustin May done for the afternoon, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment. So they turn to their closer, Tanner Scott.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
Tanner Scott.
Andrew Kisner, the next Giant to hit. So the tying run at second. Gets a piece and stays alive. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough.
Goes down looking.
Well, even if you don't feel great about it, you got to swing the bat with 2 strikes in this situation. You've got the tying run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in play. Maybe something good will happen. It just didn't look like he understood the situation.
So they're down to their final out. Tyler Fitzgerald digs in now, and a 2-1 on the way. Yastrzemski on at second with 2 down. Got him looking, and that is the ball game.
Kind of a strange win, only 3 hits, so they definitely weren't firing on all cylinders there. Great pitching, really kept them in it and gave them a chance.
And your final score here today, 2-1. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.